Alright, listen up! Let's talk about the Golden State Warriors, a team with a history as rich and colorful as a San Francisco sunset. They started out in 1946 as the Philadelphia Warriors. Get this, playing in the Basketball Association of America. Can you believe that? That's before the NBA even existed. They were good, real good, even winning a championship in '47 with Joe Fulks, a true pioneer of the game. But then they moved west to San Francisco in '62, becoming the San Francisco Warriors, and things got a little rocky. They had some decent seasons, even made it to the finals in '64, but couldn't quite seal the deal. Then came the move across the bay to Oakland in '71, and the birth of the Golden State Warriors as we know them. New name, new city, same old story, at least for a while. They had some talent, don't get me wrong, but championships seemed a million miles away. Now we gotta talk about Wilt Chamberlain, the Big Dipper himself. He played for the Warriors, both in Philly and San Francisco, and let me tell you, the man was a force of nature. He was scoring 100 points in a game, averaging 50 points a season, rebounding like a man possessed. He was a walking highlight reel. Wilt brought excitement and attention to the Warriors, no doubt. He made them relevant, put them on the map, but even with his dominance, they couldn't win it all. He left for the Lakers in '65, and the Warriors were left searching for an identity. Fast forward to the late '80s, early '90s, and the Warriors finally gave the fans something to cheer about. Run TMC, Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, and Chris Mullin, these guys were electric. They played fast, they scored a ton of points, they were must-see TV. Run TMC was a phenomenon. They brought a new, exciting style of play to the league. They were ahead of their time, playing a brand of up-tempo, high-scoring basketball that would later become the norm. But their time together was short-lived, Richmond was traded, and Run TMC was no more. After the Run TMC era, the Warriors entered what can only be described as the Dark Ages. They struggled to find their footing, bouncing from one coach and roster to the next. There were glimpses of hope, a playoff appearance here and there, but mostly it was disappointment. The fans, those loyal, die-hard fans in Oakland, they deserved better. They stuck with the team through thick and thin, but for years it seemed like the Warriors were destined to be stuck in mediocrity. Section 5, The Rise of the Splash Brothers, a new era begins. Enter Steph Curry, drafted in 2009, a baby-faced assassin with a shot so pure it seemed like magic. Then came Klay Thompson in 2011, another sharpshooter with ice in his veins. Together they formed the Splash Brothers, and the NBA would never be the same. At first people doubted them. They said Steph was too small, too fragile. They said Klay was just a role player. But the doubters didn't understand. They didn't see the fire in their eyes, the determination to prove everyone wrong. Section 6, Strength in Numbers, Building a Dynasty. Coach Steve Kerr arrived in 2014, bringing a new system and a new attitude. He emphasized ball movement, spacing, and defense. He brought in Draymond Green, a defensive mastermind and emotional leader, and suddenly the Warriors were a team on a mission. The Warriors weren't just about Steph and Klay anymore. They were a team, a true team with everyone contributing. They played with a joy and a swagger that was infectious. They were winning, and they were doing it their way. Section 773, Wins and Heartbreak, a Season for the Ages. The 2015 to 2016 season was magical. The Warriors were unstoppable, winning a record-breaking 73 games. Steph Curry was in his prime, hitting shots from another zip code. They were on top of the world, poised to make history. But then came the NBA Finals, and a rematch with LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Warriors were up 3-1, one game away from back-to-back championships. But LeBron had other ideas. The Cavaliers stormed back, winning 3 straight to stun the Warriors and the world. Section 8, Back-to-back, Cementing a Legacy. The pain of that defeat lingered, but it also fueled the Warriors. They came back the next season with a vengeance, adding Kevin Durant to an already stacked roster. They were on a mission to prove that they were still the best team in the league. And they did just that, dominating the regular season and cruising through the playoffs. They met LeBron and the Cavaliers again in the finals, but this time, there would be no miracle comeback. The Warriors won in 5 games, avenging their previous loss and cementing their place in NBA history. Section 9, The Warriors' Impact, Revolutionizing the Game. The Golden State Warriors, from their humble beginnings in Philadelphia to their dynasty in Oakland, have left an indelible mark on the NBA. They've shown the world that a team can be built on skill, speed, and shooting. They've inspired a generation of young players to embrace the three-pointer and play with joy. The Warriors have proven that dynasties can be built in the modern NBA. They've shown that with hard work, dedication, and a little bit of magic, anything is possible. And that's why, my friends, the Golden State Warriors will always be a team to remember.